The following day, meanwhile, Justin.
Up, everybody? It's your girl, The Sin Show, and yes, I am back with another episode because you know what is crazy to me? As I am going and flowing, trying to upload my last video about TikTok, said TikTok, I can't even talk. Why must this happen? Because since this has happened, we got to get rid of the bad apples. We got to get rid of the bad apples because it's really about authenticity. Yeah, if we're going to know anything, if you want to know anything, it's always about authenticity. And now we've got TMZ now reporting that TikTok stars are freaking out over the ban because low-key, they didn't even think that this shit was really going to go down the way it was going down. They didn't think at the end of the day that nobody would really see them. Okay, clock that. You didn't think that nobody was actually going to see that at the end of the day you weren't really putting in that kind of work, but somehow you probably were paying for the bots. You were probably paying for people to kind of get. And so it's, they're gagging. They're to be gagged and they're gagged. Okay, we're all now gagging. Okay, so much so that some of these TikTokers, these famous TikTokers, have decided to come out and just kind of low key let them know they were kind of thinking, okay, well, this is my last dying thing. So, if it's going to go down, let me just be honest about my situation. And I'm gagged because it's like, boo, why? If not so much why. I'm actually happy that it happened because we need to kind of have these things weeded out of the algorithm, low key. Okay, if you are a content creator, then you know what it's like for you to have to think about what it is that you're going to be putting out. I think one thing I heard when I was listening to Lovely T, what she had said it best was it's not just Google who's actually paying you as your big boss, but it's also your algorithm is also your big boss. Your audience is your big boss because you have no clue what your audience will like and love and hate and unsubscribe to and subscribe to. You have no clue why they subscribe to you. You feel me? But they subscribe to you for a reason, and when you inflate your numbers, you're also kind of doing something called false advertising, low key. And I was thinking about it. I said, well, a lot of these influencers, I guess if you have the look, you've got the appeal, you are the reason for the season, these certain sponsors, I guess, will go ahead low key and give, they'll want to tie up with you because your brand makes sense for their brand, right? But at the end of the day, honey, you can't sneak a sneaker. Okay? And eventually, the customer is always going to find out, okay? And so I'm just gagged by some of these beauty influencers like James Charles, who did go on Instagram talking his mess. And I think at the end of the day, I'm not going to play because you guys can always go on there and kind of see it for yourself. I think this really kind of just sets a precedent about what TikTok really was. This was not a celebrity-driven platform. It was a platform that was created for the everyday, regular person. And that regular person brought to them a community, an audience. The algorithm bent forward to them and it worked in their favor. And what they also found out about themselves is that they were not just alone, but they were special enough to actually create such frequency. And I think that's one thing that we all have to consider if you are going to be a creator, if you're going to be on social media, and also if you are going to be out here delving into impressing more of your digital imprint out here. Like, it is about the kind of frequency that you're exuding, but you're also getting. Like, you don't want to be out here just to get attention. Honey, if that be the case, then you might as well just do it on the street. It's so much easier. Okay. But I think this is kind of low-key kind of sad because it just says a lot about what it takes to not just put yourself out there initially, but to build your brand. Excuse me. And to build it authentically. And it really does says a lot about a lot of these influencers who go out of their way to steal content from other smaller creators or other creators who are of different races, different places, different backgrounds, and they'll make it work for them. It's really kind of low-key sad, and I pray to God that more of these influencers gonna get caught up. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. What do you guys think about this? Because it is what it is, right? Like I said, it is what it is. It was what it was. We did what we did. We does what we does. What we gonna do about this? Like what are we gonna do about this, right? You're gonna follow people who are you believe are authentic, or you're gonna start learning how to weed it out. You're gonna start using how you use discernment. What you finna do? What you finna do? That's the only thing I'm looking at, because low key, frequency is everything, vibration is everything. And that was one thing that was going down with this situation when TikTok went down. It was messing around with everyone's frequency. Okay. And it was the kind of frequency that they knew that they could control. Because, you know, if you don't have any control over your emotions while something like this is going down, whew, just imagine. Anyway, that's all I have to say for this video, guys. Let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation in the comment section. How do you feel about this situation? Do you even care? Do you even know who some of these people are? And if not, okay, great. If so, okay, great. Let's have a conversation about it in the comment section. But yeah, that's all I have to say, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.